Okay, this is the study guide for the function families power focus area. We're looking at objective 1, identify transformations given an equation, graph, or description. Okay, now we've been talking a lot about these quadratic transformations where we have y equals x squared, and we've been shifting them, different transformations, horizontal, vertical, reflection, dilation. So we're going to go from this y equals x squared, and we're just going to talk about a function. Okay, and if you remember, a function is, looks like f of x. Okay, so these same rules that we learned for quadratics are going to apply. So remember these rules that we learned for quadratics. Now over here, I'm going to be on the table on the left-hand side of your study guide. Okay, so we're filling in this right-hand column on the left side of your study guide, so stay with me. So once again, we're talking about functions. So if I wanted to transform a function, right 3, horizontal shift, right 3, I would write f of x minus 3, okay? And that's because if it's in parentheses, remember we do the opposite, okay? Same thing, left 3, okay? F of x plus 3, okay? Once again, those shifts go in parentheses. If we wanted to go up, okay, we have to go f of x and the parentheses and go plus 3, because when we shift up, that number we're taking is going to be outside of the parentheses, okay? If we want to go down, we're going to go f of x and the parentheses minus 3. Once again, it's outside the parentheses. Okay, reflections. Okay, if we want to reflect over the x-axis, remember we turn it negative outside the parentheses. So it's going to be negative f of x. That's going to flip it over the x-axis, okay? If we want to reflect something over the y-axis, you remember that negative sign goes in the parentheses, so it's going to be f of negative x, okay? Compressions and compressions, okay, and stretches, okay? So if it's compression and it's getting wider, that number is going to be put in the numerator. So if we want to compress it by 3, okay, we put a fraction out front. And if 3 is what we're doing it by, we just simply put it as a fraction. So instead of 3, we go 1/3, f of x, okay? And to stretch it and make it skinnier, we want that number in front, and we're multiplying everything by 3. So it's 3 f of x, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at these 2 word problems, okay? You guys got your table filled out, okay? And let's go. All right, so which of the following transformations will shift the function down 2, okay, down 2 units, and vertically compress by a factor of 4? So if I'm looking at my notes, so you guys can go ahead and look at your notes. Compression of 4, okay, is going to look like this, 1/4. And that's going to go in front. Sorry, that's fading. I didn't know that happened. Okay, 1 over front. And then down is going to be outside the parentheses. So it's going to be 1/4 f of x minus 2. That looks terrible. Okay, and as you guys can see, that's going to be c. Okay? Number 2 says, which of the following transformation will transform f of x by shifting 3 units to the left, okay, and dilating so that it's more stretched narrow. So if I know it's going to get narrower, I'm going to have a whole number in front. So I can eliminate c and d from number 2, okay? And then 3 units to the left is going to be, that's going to be plus in the parentheses. So it's going to be like f of x, or plus 3 to the left, right? Yeah, plus 3. And then that's going to be in the parentheses. I'm sorry, f x plus 3. That looks terrible, okay? And that one is not A, because we know that's going to shift right. We're looking for the left, so we know it's B. Okay? Sorry about all the drawing on the screens, guys, but you guys get the point. Thanks.